Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to Arkmode, the Mandate of Tafule. Last we left off, we were chilling in Waxshire. That's its name. I didn't forget it at all. And we found out that the villagers are all werewolves. So naturally, we need to kill them. Now, the reason that I'm not fighting these guys directly, quite yet, is that they have the ability to instantly incap you, which is really crappy. So, is he jumping at me? Holy crap! That was awesome. So we need to make sure that we're kiting these guys. Just the graders, the other ones are not relevant. They can disease me, the non-graders, but disease isn't too relevant. Now, as for this, let's go ahead and cast Day of the Gods, because I apparently haven't cast that yet. Oops. I was just trying to hit shift, not enter. Now, one thing that I should cast as well is Day of Protection, because Day of Protection gives me magic resistance, which I believe protects against unconsciousness, which, as you can see, that's why these guys suck. That thing didn't just do a million damage, it just instantaneously incapped them with its special effect. There we go. So, go ahead and heal him. There's no real reason to get my party members terribly healthy because of that effect. There's no way to sort of guarantee any degree of health. There we go.
How are you?
So we've cleared those guys out. Let's just continue on. I wanted to heal her, but I'm sure it was a good idea. Save the game. We're going to cast a fly spell. Maybe not. Okay, maybe so. And there are a lot of werewolves over here. Wolfmen, anyway. So we'll fly back over here. Fly back down here. And we'll just keep dodging around these guys. It's very convenient being able to fly when dealing with... That's not good. What was shooting at me? Well, whatever it is, it couldn't have been that important. These things really have a lot of hit points. Holy crap. Okay, so we can just grab everything here. And we'll loot this chest, since we might as well. It's right here.
Yes.
And we got another jeweled dagger of ice. It's the exact same dagger that we found earlier. So here's Lord Kilburn's shield, which is used for some quests. And there is one thing that I want to check. What day is today? It is the 19th. First of all, this is air elementals. I haven't actually seen any of those in this game yet. And there's a circus over here, so we'll take a look and see. The Brad is here. He is not. So, I hate the circus. So we need to find the circus in order to find the brat offspring of the king who wandered off. If anyone had actually seen us with the prince, then the next time we went to the castle, or anywhere near the castle, we would be frickin' executed, because we would not be able to produce the prince. And, oh, yeah, we were hanging out with the prince, and then he wandered off on us, is not really an appropriate response to where is the prince. Both nobody will buy it, and it is even if they do believe you, it really doesn't excuse the fact that you wandered off with the prince. So, let's see. I'm actually curious, if you go back in there while you have the prince with you, will he go back? Can you bypass that entire quest chain just by delivering the prince back where he belongs? That'd be kind of cool. So, we just killed some of these dust devils. There are more over here. Ooh, there's a lot of those guys there. Now, this water will serve us a good purpose for dealing with those werewolves. I think the twisters are the strongest variation. Whoops. You never want to hit the ground, because as soon as you hit the ground, you start moving really slow. Not conducive to these fights with ranged users. So we have 1 hour and 33 minutes of flying remaining. I think that should be plenty of time to kill all of these guys. These are, of course, apparently the villagers of the village. So, some of them are werewolves right now, others turn into werewolves at other times or something. It hasn't been very clearly explained to me. So this is Temple of Ba.
The Order of Ba.
And there's another swarm of these guys over here. I'm gonna go ahead and cast another fly. Okay, still have an hour left on fly. So if I can just get rid of the ones that insta give you, then that'll be plenty for me. I don't seem to enjoy consolidating in one nice place, but luckily they are willing to get close enough, so that's fine. 45 minutes left. And we've managed to kill everything except the things that we were trying to kill. That could have been really bad. I don't have the monitor recast to fly, so 30 minutes. There we go. So that one's dead. And we are set. Whew. Now, we've got these boots that we can just toss, I think.
I don't know. Ah.
Some crappy helmet that we can toss. Okay, so let's save this and take a look around. Fly, because I still have a little bit of flying left in me. And I'm gonna save this. That's awesome. So 5 intellect and personality permanent. I can't get that multiple times, right? Yeah, okay. So, let's fly over here. And we're gonna go into this building. The Temple of the Snake.
Where could we be? What a bad feeling.
Oh, I'd have a bad feeling too if I was entering the Temple of the Snake. So there's some random villager here. We can talk to him, but he doesn't say anything. Now, this is a dungeon that you have to be very careful in, because there are all these peasants, and the peasants are not hostile, and you will generate a penalty to your reputation if you do kill them. So let's save here. Let's try to get these pieces on the ramp. The problem is that that guy's right in the center of them. I'm gonna go down here. Okay. So let's see. There's some Medusas here. Oh, great. That's the only person that I cannot have hit by a Medusa. So I'm actually going to load. I cannot remove the stone effect from her. She's the only person that can't. And that's very unfortunate, because she's the one who got hit. Okay, so there's a Medusa Enchantress here. Let's try and... Oh, Jesus. That's bad. I forgot to recast heroism.
Yes, we got it.
Okay. Okay, so let's cast Stone of Flesh. Oh, shizzle. Okay, how much does this cost anyway? Okay, it's only 10 SP. Not that bad. Whoa, hello.
Alright, we got him.
Alright, we got him. Well, fortunately, they also got us. Okay, so they're all running. Let's cast Bless. The question is, why are there a bunch of men running around in this Medusa lair completely unaccosted? Do the Medusas, like, pull some siren stuff in this set? I'm very curious about this. Crap. That is a lot of reagents. So it is 9 o'clock, we have about 24 hours.
Oh!
What the hell just happened? Whatever.
Aha!
Now I'm gonna just start spamming heals. What's up, buddy? So we have a gold dragon here. What on earth did that do? Oh, it opened this. Okay, so we're gonna cast Power Cure. Also, hi, there's a dragon in here. So, it breaks stuff, as you can see.
Good as new. Good as new.
Breaking my crap.
Fixed. Fixed.
Jumping into this pit seems to have been a suboptimal strategy. And there's actually an enemy right here. I'm just gonna throw this switch and conjure it up so that we can kill it. And we will see if I go out there, maybe I can kill the gold dragon with less than honest methods. Alright, so that was a relatively honest enough method. Just pound the heck out of her. So here's a switch. So that presumably will allow me to go down there. I'm kind of curious. Why is... Interesting, the trap here seems to have ceased. Well, I seem to be able to damage this dragon, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything to me. I have no idea how this dragon got into this tight space, but it's not an optimal place for it to be fighting me from. Gold dragons are actually the strongest enemy type in the game. They have roughly 1300 health. They have a bunch of resistance to every damage type except energy damage, of course, which nothing has resistance to. And they're immune to magic, so you can't just mass distortion them to death. It's one of the problems with mass distortion is that it's really a great spell on paper. The problem is that absolutely everything that you would want to use it on is completely immune to it. Not just resistant, but immune. So mass distortion loses out on a lot of power because of that. Okay, so the gold dragon is now running away, and it's coming back. I'm a bit concerned about that, actually. So let's save the game now that it's running. Well, now that it is at low enough HP that it already ran once. Look at that. Look at that damage.
Fixed.
Bam. Woohoo! He survived a hit. So what do you break?
There's nothing I can do.
2 of my rings,
Good as new. Good as new.
both of which are crap. But it seems like they tried to figure out the most annoying thing they could possibly have dragons do, and so they had them break items, which there is never a point where there's a convenient, easy way to deal with broken items. Wow, this is actually a mistake. Yeah, let's load. I should have recast Bless before I went in there. I didn't realize that it had such ludicrously high AC. Okay, so let's throw out some healing.
Fixed.
I need the Hardened item. But yeah, if I do Might Magic 7, I'm definitely going to allow the Hardened items potions. There we go. So we got some boots.
Yes.
Ultimate Boots of Life. 10 hit points and regenerate hit points over time. And these are made out of dragon hide. I like it. Apparently, we didn't actually loot that off of its corpse. We made it out of its corpse. So, who should we have regen? I think it'll be her, because she's the one who identified it. And we can save the game. And we can move on. So... It's weird. Didn't I already loot these? I thought I already looted these. Oh, apparently I only looted one of them. Okay, so there's a damage 4 there on that just specific tile.
Aha!
And I don't see anything decent here.
Got it.
Aha!
Alright, save this up. Jump across. Move on to the next room. There's something on my map here. For some reason he was showing up as light blue rather than the normal green color. It's probably just a trick of the light. What? Another damage tile? Oh yeah. Ooh, hello, there's a teleporter here. And a boatload of people. So let's see. Oh crap, this is a Gorgon. I thought that was just a normal Medusa. So we're gonna go into turn-based mode so that the others approach slower. I cast Power Cure. And the Gorgon's toast. Alright, so let's pull back for now, I think. That's too many to fight in one go. But what we can do is beat up this Enchantress, because she's up on this level. So she's out of the way. Save this. I'm just gonna spam some heals, actually. Save. You know, I had concerns, but it looks like we should be fine. They can hit us from over there, but that's okay. I don't need to worry about that. If one of them's able to shoot me every now and then, that's fine. This is actually an extremely suboptimal place for them to fight me from their standpoint, not mine. And I can handle one of them attacking me at any given time, so... This is a far cry from the difficulty when... Okay, so that's a teleporter. I guess that means that we're going to have to go through the other way, just past where this dragon was. Hello. Well, there's a proof of concept if ever there was one. Let's make sure that... Okay. I wanted to make sure that stone to flesh didn't leave you weak. No! Did I just lock myself in? Oh, good. I was gonna say, if I can't get out of here, that's gonna be a problem. Oh crap, spell failed. There we go. The one really unfortunate thing is that the fact that we only have the one party member who's capable of removing this effect means that we are very subject to the RNG here. And there you go. That's what I was talking about. If they attack her, there's just the random chance that she gets hit with that, and then I have to reload. So long, protracted engagements are very bad for me for that reason. Alright, so I'm gonna heal myself up. Yeah, there's no way for a non-elemental caster to do it, so... Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that... Yeah, because of the fact that I can get a mirrored item at some point, it doesn't really matter. This is still optimal. I was thinking that that might actually influence my decision making on what would be an optimal party, but I don't think that it really is terribly meaningful, just because an optimal party will have immunity to stone eventually. You can't get immunity to all effects, but you can get immunity to stone, which, as long as you have one item that grants that, you can just protect the person who is actually important, namely the person who removes the effect, and then you're safe. For now, we'll just have to rely on power word reload. You know, we're hitting so hard that it didn't occur to me that I didn't have heroism. So let's cast plus and heroism. Make our lives a lot easier. Seems very familiar, actually. Okay, so we eventually did get the stone to flesh off. Now, I actually have curiosity how much. Okay, so I do have 4 Earth Magic skill, and it's expert, which means that I can remove stone as long as it's been less than a few hours. another Gorgon here. Okay, so it looks like most of them are running, and the ones that aren't can't reach me right now, so...
Yes, we got it.
Let's save this. There we go. Not the correct peasant. There we go. And as you guys have probably noticed, as I start to get more and more powerful, I'm getting more and more hit stuns off in a given period of time. So for individual enemies that have the ability to be hit stunned, I don't think that you can hit stun a dragon, for instance. But if you can hit stun an enemy, then over time you'll start hit stunning them so quickly that they really can't get any attacks off. And obviously that's only gonna ever be the case with individual enemies. You're never gonna have enough attack speed to lock down multiple enemies at once. It's actually one of the advantages of not being in turn-based mode, because in turn-based mode, you don't really get any hit stuns off on enemies. Oh. Certainly not of the stun lock variety that you just saw with that Gorgon there. So let's pop forward a bit. I don't want to fight too many, so we're just going to back down the hallway so that we don't aggro more. There we go. And now we're free to aggro some extras. And even in these kinds of tunnels, you can actually dodge if you are anticipating it and you have the space for it. Like I actually dodged one of those spells there. Back when I played this game more, I actually was much better at dodging spells like that. Is that a new one? Or is it just normal Gorgon? I was just curious whether that was a name. But yeah, now I have gotten substantially worse at dodging spells and things of that nature in this game. Is that thing incapable of climbing up? Okay, so it's incapable of reaching me. I think I'm gonna go after this one first. Just finish off all of the ones that are sitting around. Save the game and then we'll pop over. So there's just the one Gorgon, it looks like. Save it up. I have no idea why these things have a dragon. I was checking for secret doors. Oh, good. She has come up. Which means that I will be able to fight her without having to go near those peasants. Okay, I'm just gonna fight her flat out, but of course, I let heroism fall. Oh, that's 2 people down. Yikes.
I really wish I could help. Yes.
Ooh, plus 10 spell points and regenerate spell points over time. That is a really good item to find because it means
really
that I
wish I
can
could help.
equip the Royal Chainmail of Poison Resistance instead of this thing, which is mediocre at best. So, we're just going to sit with our stoned friend for a while. Unfortunately, the stoned friend is kind of an important person. Let's see if this
Hi
cage
there.
is... Ah. Are you serious? He's in a cage and that's all you can talk about? Okay, so we found Emmanuel Kravitz. He is a damsel in distress. So this is our 4th damsel in distress that we have found thus far in this game. And there is some extra creature in here, which means that there must be a secret passage around here somewhere. I do not remember where it is, though. Okay, so Stone to Flesh. There we go. Save the game. And we can now open these chests. Wow, that's
Yes.
a lot of money. That was a cool thing as well.
Yes.
Inferno.
Yes.
Might as well learn it.
Ah.
And there's an elite halberd here. I don't think I need it. So the question is, where is the final beastie in this place? How do I get to it? Just press... There we go. Found it. Well, someone that wants me to die, apparently. It is a fat merchant who wants me to die. Okay. I can live with that. Q, huh? So this Q guy is like sort of like a secret boss, so to speak. He has an exorbitant amount of hit points. Look at that. That is really quite a lot of hit points. And slowly over the course of this fight, we will whittle him down. Actually,
Good as new.
blink. But basically, he just spams a instant death spell that kills you instantly when it hits you. He seems to have the ranged AI, so that's good for him. But this place will eventually respawn and we'll be able to kill him again as well. Now, the key with this guy is that this guy would be a perfect demonstration of DPS. Like, he would be a good way to just gauge how much DPS you're doing. So, he could be potentially useful to keep alive just for the sake of that. But, so you could basically just time yourself and how long it takes for you to kill him. That would give you a good rough estimate of how much DPS you're doing relative to some other strategy that you had. Let's take a look at... The difficult thing about using lower HP enemies for something along those lines is that if the enemy has lower hit points, there's more variance to it. So this guy is going to take quite a while to kill. Are we at like 3/4 life yet? No, we're not even at 3/4 life. Let's make sure that we're using the optimal weapon setup. Don't think we are. It's pretty close though. As long as she's hitting, she's probably best off using what she's using. Because the dagger is much faster by default than a axe is. So this will give me time to just sort of regenerate my resources, I guess. One thing that I should do is equip Mordred in my offhand for her. It will reduce her damage by a bit, not by a huge amount, but it'll give her a little bit of HP regen, which she can use. So let's see, I'm going to take a look over here and find Mr. Q on this list. So, Q has 16,000 hit points. But, now this is something that's interesting. This bestiary is wrong. This bestiary is saying that he's immune to physical attacks. He's not immune to physical attacks. Obviously, you can see me being on right now. So, I don't actually know. This bestiary could be wrong. It never occurred to me that the bestiary I was looking at might not have correct values. But that's interesting. Might just be magic that he's immune to. It's probably magic that he's immune to. They probably put it in the wrong column, because having 0 magic resistance would mean that he would be susceptible to what's that called? The earth magic spell. Speaking of which, we can check it. No, we can't. Mass distortion. That's what it's called. Unfortunately, we don't have it, so we can't check it out. So, over the course of the next 5 or 10 minutes, we'll eventually kill this guy. He doesn't actually do that much damage. He does have the instant death, obviously. And he has the spell Finger of Death that he's casting. But basically, his attack is actually only 10 die 5 plus 2 damage, which is not really a lot of damage, if not for the fact that he just insta-gives you, which I suppose is an important consideration. Oh my goodness, he's finally down to the yellow. We have to cast the heroism. This heroism is probably going to wear off by the time he actually dies. 33. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to cast haste, because I never picked up the spell. That would help my DPS somewhat. Oh, you know the other, I guess I can't cast that because I don't have the mana for it. Let's see, it is the 20th, 4 in the morning. So we have about 24 hours. Well, we have 20 hours before we need to be heading out. So who has the regen item? She has the regen boots, I think. Crazy. Okay, I think I'm just gonna unequip Mordred for now to increase my damage output a bit. I don't think that I'm missing very often. Then again, maybe I am. So I'll cast Bless again. And slowly but surely we'll whittle down the 16,000 hit points that this guy has. And move on to the next dungeon. He apparently gives a massive 75 experience points for killing him, which I find hilarious. Let's take a look at that. I have a glorious reputation, apparently. My reputation has definitely changed abruptly. I had a bad reputation and a vile reputation for the longest time. Now everybody likes me. Slowly but surely. Okay, someone sent me an email just now. My wife knows me so well. Hey. So, how are we doing, Q? Still has a third of his HP left. If heroism wears off... Oh my god, heroism wore off again. We have, in game time, we have been beating on this guy for probably the last 3 hours. My party's just been beating on him for hours on end. With no end in sight. So, I'm actually going to cast Day of the Gods, because I can. And that'll improve my damage a bit. I probably shouldn't have cast that, I probably should have just cast the power, but that's fine. A Grandmaster level power. Or not Grandmaster, just Master. Oh, are my characters weak or something? Yes, they are! That's why we're hitting, like, weaklings? Sorry guys, I've been weak the last 3 hours. So basically, I wasn't weak until I started fighting this guy, and then ever since I started fighting this guy, I've been weak. Probably because of the people that I was raising from the dead. There we go, this should end things a lot faster now that I'm hitting twice as hard. I was hitting for 51 damage with Ash just there. It's pretty impressive. Okay, so he's in the red. Now, one thing that's important to know is that as soon as he gets to the whatever hit point value he starts to run away at, he's going to move. And that's going to influence the way that he... it's basically going to make him dangerous again. Because right now he's just not dangerous. Very shortly now he will get dangerous. Unless he doesn't run, in which case... I say very shortly now, but who knows. The cool thing is that if he runs at 10% life, he will still have more health than a red dragon when he starts to run away. Or not a red dragon, a gold dragon, the thing that I fought earlier. But he doesn't have any resistances, so there is that. His HP doesn't translate to as much durability as you would anticipate, just because of the fact that there isn't that resistance buffer for him to fall back on. Just don't use pure magic damage and you're fine. So it looks like he doesn't run, which means that we're going to kill him without any problems. There we go. Q is killed. And we got a horn. Horn for the dragon Ross killed during... Oh, cool! So, I remember this. I think that what this does is it allows me to see the...
No eternity.
Okay.
Nice job, Ash! Way to blow up the party. So it turns out that a 8 disarm skill with Master is not enough for every chest in the game. Look at all the dead people.
Okay.
So awesome. So, what I'm curious about is that happened after I opened the chest? That doesn't seem like a trap. Because if I opened the chest and it was trapped, that's weird. I guess it's behaving kind of like a trap, but not entirely. So we're just going to have to pull out of here because we can't open this chest yet. And we'll have to come back and loot the chest later when we have had time to put more skill points into Disarm Trap. It is Master, right? Master, 8 skill? Not enough. So, let's save the game. And cast a fly spell. Or not. There we go. So we're going to cast a fly spell. And what time is it? It is 8 in the morning almost on the 20th. I think I'm just going to sell this. Oh, right, I also need to deliver at least one of my damsels. Guild of the Dark.
Hello.
Base training.
Hello.
It'd be great if this guy could lead me to his house.
Good day. Hi.
Thank you for bringing Emmanuel back to me. Nothing in this world means as much to me as him. Please take this as a reward. I know it's not much, but you deserve for bringing it back to me. Apparently I don't deserve much for bringing it back to him. Or back to him.
Hi.
Okay, so, ooh. Whoa, that's interesting. This is not the well that I thought it was. 30 magic resistance temporary is kind of an interesting effect. It's too bad it's not permanent. That would have been nice. So, we're going to spell point it up. Save the game. And I think I'm going to head to the south side, because I think we're done in the north. Well, I guess I could go into the lair of the wolf here. But I don't think I want to do that quite yet. I think I want to have some fun with the dragons. So, I say dragons, but they're not actually dragons, they're lizards. That just happen to have draconic features. I'm actually going to cast a power cure. And I'm going to cast a shared life, which won't really do anything meaningful, because holy shiz, all these guys hit hard. Oh! I don't have Day of Protection Cap. We should cast that. Okay, so these guys are dealing all elemental damage. Let's take a look at what's going on here. First things first. No, never mind. That's wrong. Ooh, this one is on the... Here we go. So we can fight this one solo. It's a fire lizard. Has 111 hit points. Oh, never mind. We can't fight it solo. Its friend is fighting us from the distance. And that is a lot of money. $233. It's a pretty decent bit of hit points left. Who are you? This is a full hit point lightning lizard. This place is actually really scary. I might want to go through the thinger first so that I can level up. We'll see. Oh, wait. I don't have heroism active. I'm terrible at minding my buffs. I don't know why I cast lightning at a lightning lizard. Doesn't seem like the best course of action. Yeah, man, these things are really ripping me up.
Fixed. Good as new.
Got a lot of
Fixed.
broken stuff right now, including a completely useless belt. Wow. The lack of bless is really messing me up here. So 75 hit points, we just need a few more hits, and we're not gonna get them. There we go. In for the kill. Yikes. So that was a lot of resources expended to kill like, 2 creatures. These things don't mess around. Do not mess around one bit. So let's save it up. And head back down here. There's no reason not to. And it'll only do us good. So let's see, we have a fire lizard, and we have another fire lizard. So these are the 2 weakest types of lizards. And I don't think I was quite in range for that. These appear to only have ranged attacks, which is actually good for me to get a closer. Closer to As you can see, you can pretty much excuse me. Sorry about that. You can pretty much just take bot shots at these guys for free. As long as you have the ability to fly, anything like this is going to be completely incapable of harming you. Predominantly because you can move so quickly backward. Oh, whoops. I thought that it was running away. And there we go. So that's one down. Let's see if we can actually open these chests.
Got it.
We can! So Q's chests are way harder than these. Atlas! Legends say this cape was discarded by a god who became annoyed with the cape's magical slowing of his actions. It confers an incomparable might to its wearer at a large cost to speed. So, plus 40 might and minus 40 speed.
Yes.
Did I say 40 might?
Yes.
Speed. It's 100 might. So, that's kind of an interesting item. Right now, we don't have anyone who can make good use of it. You need to have really high speed for that minus 40 speed to not be crippling. Right now, that minus 40 speed would be something like minus 15 to our, well, I guess plus 15 to the recovery time. There we go. So we killed an air elemental. Turns out that we hadn't actually fought any of the high-level element thingers. Not actually getting quite close enough. There we go. So let's save this. So we're clearing this area out pretty easily. Let's see how long we have on fly. 41 minutes. That's not a lot. Let's recast that. Unfortunately, these things are short, so when they're hugging the ground, it's going to be... Oh, whoops. I didn't let go of shift when I did that.
We got him.
Okay, one more down. Oops. I was actually trying to cast a heal spell, but... Okay, so Twister down. Heal's thrown out. I'm not sure what it is about the lightning bolt spells relative to the fire spells, but I have always found the fire spells substantially easier to dodge in general than the lightning spells. And I'm not really sure why. I don't know if it's just coincidence and has to do with the types of things that hurl lightning versus fire, but oh crap, I just ran into a tree. Did I? What did I run into? So I actually did hit stun that. I need to actually find out what it is that generates hit stun. I'm not sure if it's amount of damage that you have to deal. Like if you deal more than 10% of the thing's max HP and damage, or what? But I actually have a suspicion that that's probably it. Because I definitely hit it for like 10% of its HP there with that one attack, but usually I'm not hitting it for anywhere near that. So it's possible that if you could consistently hit a dragon for a couple 100 points of damage, you might even be able to hit stun it on a regular basis. But then again, maybe not. I don't think you can hit stun the... Oh yeah, you can. I think that was a hit stun. That looked like a hit stun anyway. It looked like it was sort of phased out for a second.
Fixed.
Unable to attack.
Fixed.
Okay, so let's save this. We have more lightning lizards. And here's some fire lizard. But maybe not. It doesn't look like it's 10%. At least that doesn't guarantee a hit stun. Because that 51 damage hit was way more than 10% of the life of a 280 hit point fire dragon. So I'm not sure. I do know that we have seen hit stun. That was another hit stun right there. I'm slowly but surely pushing my keyboard off of where it needs to be. Oh crap, I can't go there, so I need to go back. It's 1 p.m. Ooh, we found a mace. Let's see if it's any good. That looks pretty good. That is a wonder mace. There we go. Pretty good. So let's save it. Certainly better than equipping that antique. I'm not going to enchant that, I don't think, because I might want to put the Inferno's enchant on it at some point. Ooh, hello. Got a lot of people attacking me and I didn't even notice. If you do a standard dodging pattern, you'll usually dodge most attacks. The only time you won't is when you're usually backing directly toward an enemy. Sometimes you'll be going forward toward them, but it's not likely because you notice. If there's something in the distance that's using ranged attacks on you, you do see them. So, crap, I am dead. You'd almost think I'd practice this. I wonder how much time I spent doing this back in the day. Though back in the day I always used sparks, which you can imagine was totally awesome when I was fighting thunder lizards and crap like that. Let's cast this. Oh, that was short and sweet. Okay, we run out of heroism. Okay, I'm gonna check what broke.
There's nothing I can do.
Fixed.
Might belt. Wow, that's a plus 17 might belt. I'm glad that I fixed that. Ooh, I have 17.
There's nothing I can do.
Good as new.
Give me this actually. Okay, let's save this. One more fire or air elemental down. More dust mephit. I don't even care that they're not mephits. If they were mephits, they'd probably be stronger than these crabby things. So we're starting to fight thunder lizards and these things. We are level, what, 33. So we'll see, I guess. How things proceed into the end. Oh, Jesus, that was a pretty hard hit. The issue now is that we're really slow, so... Gonna cast another power cure quick. Let's see how long this thing takes to kill if I don't do any kiting. That was already injured. There's no way that was not injured. I already have. How long do we have? 7 hours of Wizard Eye. Fine. Oh, right, because of the... Are you in a tree? Oh, okay. Just behind the tree. So let's see how well we can handle just one fire lizard at a time. Mono, e mono. The answer is not very well. We take a lot of damage fighting one of those mono e mono. Well, we might have done better if I had used it to break.
Good as new.
What did you break, Blizzard? Yipe. So there's one toast. I will fly. There we go. Killed a couple more of those. Oops.
I don't know.
Not good at all. It's not you.
Fixed. I don't know.
So we don't know that.
Aha!
So let's go where? I guess northeast. So we've only cleared out about half of this place so far, and the eastern side is probably more densely packed than the western side anyway. Lightning and lightning and lightning. Ooh, and this is the injured one. This is one that we were fighting earlier. So what we want to do is move over to this side so that, well, I guess it doesn't really matter that much, but what this will allow us to do is now we only have to worry about kiting this one. We don't have to worry about the other ones. Sometimes manipulate my elevation a bit. And there we go. When it was actually just approaching the western edge of the map, too. So good timing on that kill. Save the game, and start heading east again. So that's 2 more lightning lizards dead, but there's a couple more that were already here. 4 total in this area, I think. No, I was wrong. It looks like there's only 3. Nope, that was a total failure. There we go, Lightning Lizard toast, and now we can finish off the Dust Devils around here. Once we finish off these Dust Devils, that's when I'll go after the chests. Not going to worry quite as much about dodging things like Dust Devils. The Twisters I will, but Dust Devils not worth the time spent.
Got it.
So this is a Sacred Spear. This is the best type of spear in the game. Now, if this were the next Might and Magic, we would actually have just found something that would be... Ooh, that's really good enchantment. Unfortunately, it's on a crossbow, so I can't equip it. I can't use those kinds of things even as stat sticks, because then I'll accidentally start shooting people when they're just barely outside of my range, and I don't want to have to deal with that. Let's see. I'm stacking the ever-loving crap out of resistances on this character, as you guys can see, and I'm hoping that that'll end up working out well for me. She's got a lot of resistance right now. That is a new type, isn't it? That is a Thunder Lizard. So we now have found the most powerful version of these lizards. I was curious whether we'd find any in this zone, or if they were exclusive to other areas. I really shouldn't be focusing on this guy. I should be doing in the Thunder Lizard. Particularly because the Thunder Lizard is in a place that's easier to kite and deal with. But that's okay. We need to check something. Oh crap. So it just broke something.
Fixed.
Just some crappy ring that we don't care about. And yes, pretty much all of the dragon family break your stuff. So this isn't exactly a dragon, but it's certainly meant to be draconic.
There's nothing I can do for you.
And I'll actually deal with the random rings and stuff that aren't terribly important after we finish here. Just because they're just going to keep breaking my stuff anyway. So you can imagine if you weren't actually kiting these attacks, just every single time it attacks, break. Next attack, break. Yeah, that was dumb of me. I was adjusting my elevation because this area is crappy for this. And this is now running away from me, so naturally I will miss all of my attacks.
Yes, we got it.
And then we'll kill it. And we get 1153.
There's nothing I can do.
Fixed.
Not bad at all. So we'll save this, and once we clear this place, we'll be able to get some more chests, I think. I think this area around here is just chock full of nice chests to loot. So these air elementals are so much weaker than the other things. It's kind of amazing that... Oh! Is there... Oh, it's just one. It's kind of amazing that they're packed together. I think maybe the strongest of the elementals is a little bit weaker than the fire, the weakest of these guys. So 280 and twisters are 114. Oh, fly wore off. Luckily, we have roughly 1 point of mana left. I'm gonna pop over here, deal with these guys, guarding the obelisk. And there's a lot of them. Holy crapola. We need to cast a heroes. I should have kept it. I'm really looking forward to getting Master Axe. I think that'll lead to a pretty massive increase in damage. I'm actually going to stay here for a while.
I don't know.
I had a suspicion.
I really wish I could help. Good as new.
I'm going to cast a Power Cure, and I'm actually going to go restore my Cleric's mana. Slowly but surely I'm using up all my resources here. And I think that we will probably finish clearing out this area maybe a little bit after midnight. So we should hopefully be able to just pop over to the place that we want to be. And I'm actually just going to cast Power. Because I think that... Oh my goodness, he's so red.
Fixed.
I guess one of the nice things about whatchamacallits, about these types of creatures that break items but use exclusively ranged like spells is that you really don't care if they break your armor or something. You only really care if they break your weapon. I'm just getting myself crushed here. What's up with me? See, this is the problem with leaving and coming back, is that then you get off sync with your dodges. And when you start getting sloppy with your dodges, you just start getting hit a lot. Go after this guy. Just stay on him. The other one will be less and less of an issue the further away he gets. He is actually heading toward the others though, so that's something that I'll have to be concerned about. Especially since he's actually... He's heading across the sand. Plus side, there's this lip here. Fail. So, let's do a weapon check. Just making sure that we weren't weak. You are running away, my friend. Okay, I'm gonna go back down here and deal with the one that ran away. didn't actually run away, it was just going in a different direction than its friend, so. This thing should take less time to kill. I have no idea if there's a dungeon on this side. If there is, it's probably a lot stronger than any of the dungeons on the other side were. Well, it would be kind of hard to get too much stronger than the one that had the gold dragon in it. Though the gold dragon and Q were both in places where it's very,
really wish I
very
could help.
easy to
Fixed.
kite
I
them
don't
around.
know.
So, I think.
Fixed. Good as new. Good as new.
Save the game. I was actually just about to check on heroism. That timing. Okay, let's continue over to the east here. And we see that we have quite a lot of these guys, but one of them's in the mountains over here, so we want to focus on this guy first. Especially if we can get him to go further to the west than the others. Thunder Lizard, by the way, is what dinosaur means, and I'm pretty sure that that's intentional. So a note on elevation in this game is that if you're moving down in elevation, you can also move in a direction. So you can move down and forward, or you can move down and straight or whatever. Well, actually I assume that you can move down and straight. I haven't technically checked that. Whoa, okay, so let's get... I guess we need to raise that first. Okie dokie. Now let's cast the Power Cure, get back into the fighting. Unfortunately, we're probably getting really close to the edge of the map here. Let's turn these guys around. There we go. So there's one down. I think I'm just gonna fight this last one. As long as I'm just fighting a normal fire lizard, it's probably more time effective to do that. Even if it does require that I then fly back, because I need to restore my mana. But I would have needed to restore my mana anyway. I also really, really need to get... Well, I guess I haven't leveled. It's going to be interesting to see how many levels I get at once. When I finally start leveling. Because we have killed a lot of really strong creatures. We cleared out Silver Cove completely since the last time we leveled. Let's see, we're gonna have cleared out this place too, and it's looking very promising. So we might accumulate 10 or 15 levels even by the time all is said and done, which should be pretty cool. and I just had fly wear off while I was charging toward a creature, which is not the optimal time for things to wear off. This is bad, we're in a really bad position because of that sand dune. It is actually after 10 o'clock. So I think that once I can, I'm going to teleport back to Silver Cove and do the Druid promotion quest there. Okay, one more Thunder Lizard down, and the world is safer. Exactly one Thunder Lizard safer. Yep, it's 11:58, so before we do anything else, we are going to fly out to somewhere safe, and we're going to cast a town portal. And we're going to load, because I'm lazy. I could go to the... that's the wrong spell. Sorry, I cast the wrong spell. Life is really hard. This is what happens when you mess up and do not cure something when you can. You need to get Curse cured. You can cure it as soon as you get to the area that I was already in when I got it. It's just that I didn't do it because I was busy spending my mana on other things, and it screwed me over. So don't do that. Screwing yourself over is not a good thing. I shouldn't have restored her mana, actually. Lurie's is fine, but I shouldn't have restored Silria's mana. Oh, we didn't actually kill off these guys. It's fine, we'll deal with them some other time.
Hi.
Loretta Fleece contacts you via telepathy spell. Welcome to the ceremony of the sun. Stand ye in the circle of life and face the north while no shadows stretch before thee. It's midnight. Meditate upon this truth. Money is everything. I have no truer friend than money. Just kidding. Now close your eyes and meditate as you stand at the center of the world in time for just this one sublime moment. Open your eyes. I hereby promote all druids to great druids and all non-druids to honorary druids. Loretta fades away. Okay, so... that was so touching.
I really wish I could help.
It's all about the money. Pretty sure there's even a song to that effect. Light is hard. Oh well, I guess we're not casting that. So let's go ahead and town portal back to Blackshire. And it looks like we have run this well dry. So we're gonna have to be careful. I don't think I actually have the resources necessary to kill all of those dragons right now. I guess I might. We'll find out. I was thinking that I might want to go to the werewolf area instead, but it's fine. We'll clear out the rest of these dragons first, and then we'll head to the werewolf area, because we've only got a couple more areas here that are going to be full of dragons. Or not dragons, but dinosaur bones. hirelings. One thing that makes kiting dramatically simpler, actually, is that when you're flying, you have not only the X and Y axis to work with, you also have the Z axis to work with. So, even when an enemy is directly facing you, they still won't necessarily hit you if they shoot at you dead on, because they're going to be shooting at a different angle. So if you just back up, even just backing straight will sometimes be enough. There we go. Another one of them is down, and we can go hang out at the obelisk. Gawe, blah blah blah. So there isn't a chest here, sadly, but it's okay. Oops. That wasn't what I wanted. Alright, so we're healed up a bit. And over time it's going to become harder and harder to heal up with spells, because our hit points are just going to get so high. My paladins aren't even upgraded. I mean, their hit points are going to start skyrocketing once they start getting promotions under their belts. That's interesting, this is a dried out well. Oh, maybe I should cast heroism, huh? Maybe a little bit of bless. Just a little. Just charge this guy straight. And got another fire lizard here. Oh crap, I'm against the wall. Against the wall of the zone right now. So we need to be careful here. There we go. Another thing that's kind of important in this game is sort of speed rates. There are sort of like important things about speed that are easy to overlook. One of them is that when you're dealing this kind of jousting damage, you really want everyone to have around the same speed. If people are basically substantially faster or slower than each other, you end up with either waiting for the slowest party member, which is certainly suboptimal, or going in when not everyone can attack, which is also suboptimal. So it's always best if everyone is roughly the same speed, so that as soon as one person's thing comes back up, everyone's ready to go. It looks like we've cleared this area. Those guys are out of range, and they're not really that important. They're just some fire elementals. So we have cleared this out. I'm going to save again, just in case I screw the fly spell like that. So I do need to be able to fly in order to get where I'm going. And this is interesting, because there's apparently nothing here. And we've cleared out all the dragons here. So I'm going to take a quick look around to make sure that... I want to see where this goes anyway. Is Dragon Sand? Yeah, that's what I figured. So Dragon Sand is to the south of here. And... I don't see any other chests lying around. I don't think I checked the southwest corner. So we will check the very... Ah, there we go. There's some more enemies here. So I was wrong. We did in fact miss a couple of these guys. So let's go in there, beat the crap out of them, and maybe even get some loot out of them. Not likely, but it's possible. Oh, crap. Okay, so I actually can't fight these two either, because they're outside of my range. I think this one's below the thing, isn't it? No, he isn't. So this guy can technically fight, but he's right up against the wall, and yeah, he's gone. So we're not going to be able to fight these two, just because they'll just keep walking off the screen. But they're not guarding anything terribly valuable anyway. So we've got that chest, and it looks like that's it. So we're done fighting these enemies, which means that we can start repairing all the crap that they broke.
There's nothing I can do for you. I don't know. Fixed. I really wish I could help.
So, okay.
I really wish I could help. Ah. I really wish I could help.
So we'll just slap this back on. And there were no dungeons over on this side, which means that all we need to do is go into the werewolf den and clear that out, and that will be the end of Blackshire. So I am going to end it here for now, since it's, I think, been close to 2 hours at least. So I'm going to save it here, and that'll be it. I'll see you guys next time.